the State of Journalism in Italy 2021. I have the pleasure to have here Mr. Alessandro Galimberti, the outgoing president of the Italian Press Association for the Lombardy region, ODG Lombardia, and I'm here to introduce you to the upcoming projects we're supposed to deliver for the next season. Thank you for having me here, President. Which will be our new challenges in the future?
Our challenges are always the same. It's always the same challenge to tell the truth. The commitment for a journalist is to reconstruct the truth and to simplify it, the tale of the truth, and to spread out to other citizens. It's the old mission of journalism. It's the eternal mission of journalism. But in the last time, overall here in Italy, the mission, the commitment has been abandoned by journalists because we have a very peculiar situation where politics and politicians are in too close contact with representative and with journalists. And so sometimes journalists forget that they must be independent and look independent in what they do, in how they talk, and not who they talk to, because journalists talk to everybody, friends and enemy. There are no friends and there are no enemies when you are a journalist, and you have only a guiding star, that is the truth. Italy has a peculiar situation because we, as professional journalists, we have a law, a state law, where it's written that journalists act only referring the truth, not referring editor-in-chief, a factory man, a politician. They act only referring to the law. I think it's the only case in the world, a state law that tells the journalists what they have to do. And this is a protection for journalists, because it's a defense against the owner of the company where they work. It's a defense against their chief. There are no chief in a newsroom. It's only colleague next to colleague, and the organization needs a hierarchy. I think it's hierarchy needs a hierarchy, but only for organization purpose, not to tell order from the top to bottom. Journalists are independent because a state law says that journalist and journalism is independent. Well, what can I say today? That a lot of time, Italian journalists forgot to be independent.
So
and they think that independence is only sing the song of their friends.
Yeah,
but it's not the truth.
We've been hit so badly from the pandemic lately, and you were supposed to be on election 1 year ago, but finally we succeed in having you here, and so we really hope to keep on going this innovation path, because you've set so many training courses, and we've been supported to walk the digital path, digital innovation. So which were the main difficulties, journalistic difficulties, during the pandemic?
Okay, we can see the effect of what the Italian journalists have done during the pandemic, and the big challenge, the big difficulties have been, how can I say, a guiding star. Who are the people who I can ask about pandemia,
Yeah,
about
to trust.
virology.
Yeah.
Who knows virology nowadays? Who are, I don't know the English word, virologist?
Virologist.
Who is a virologist? What can tell a virologist? And
Yeah.
sometimes, overall in the beginning, but also during all the pandemic era, I saw on television, on the mainstream, I saw lots of people that I don't know why they have been asked to talk about what. And so politicians, not only but politicians have a role to decide what to do,
Yeah.
but not virologists. But they are not star. But there has been overexposed days by days, hours by hours, minute by minute on the television, on the network, public and not public television and private network. And so, what has been the effect of this pandemia, infodemia, that people and citizens has been put in condition not to understand the neighbor, the things they already know before.